Hello students, in our last video we have discussed the topic triangle. Okay, we have studied about different types of triangles and some basic properties of triangles we have discussed, and we have studied the theorem related to triangle, the angle sum property of triangle, and we have solved some questions based on the angle sum property. Now today we are going to proceed with the same topic. Let us solve some questions based on triangles. So let us start. Our first question is, we have given a triangle. So this is a triangle ABC. We have given a triangle ABC. This angle is 45 degree and this angle is 55 degree. 45 degree and 55 degree. And the bisector of angle A is AD. This is the bisector. It means these two angles are equal. So you have to find, question is, in the given figure, AD is bisector of angle A. It is given. In the figure, AD is the bisector of angle A. It is given to you. Find angle ADB and angle ADC. These two angles we have to find. Okay, we have given AD is the bisector of angle A. We have to find angle ADB. This is angle ADB and angle ADC. These two angles we have to find out. So it is very simple question. We have to use just the angle sum property of the triangle. You can solve it. It is very simple. So let us start. If we take triangle ABC, then in triangle ABC, we can write angle A plus angle B plus angle C. It is equal to 180 degree, since it is angle sum property. So by angle sum property, sum of all the angles is 180 degree. So you can find the value of angle A. Angle A plus 45 plus 55 is equal to 180, or you can find the value of angle A. It will be equal to 180 minus 100. That will be equal to 80 degree. So the complete angle, this whole angle is 80 degree. Okay, but you have given AD is the bisector of angle A. It means if this total angle is 80 degree, then the value of this angle will be 40 and 40. Okay, now you will write it. Since AD is bisector of angle A, so what is this angle? This angle is angle BAD. So angle BAD, it is equal to half of angle A, which will be equal to 40 degree, and angle CAD. This is angle CAD. It is also half of angle A, which will also be equal to 40 degree. So we have find out these two angles 40 and 40. Now we have to find the value of this angle and this angle. So once we will take the triangle ABD, then we can find the value of this angle. And if we take triangle ACD, then by using angle sum property, we can find the value of this angle. So first I am taking in triangle ABD. So we will write angle B plus angle BAD plus angle BDA. Okay, you have to write the full name of the angle because this is not complete angle A, it is angle BAD. Its value is 180 degree by angle sum property. By angle sum property, so we will get 45 plus angle BAD. It is 40 plus angle BDA. It is equal to 180 degree. So the value of angle BDA, it will be come out to be, how much will it? It will be equal to 95 degree. 180 minus 85, that will be equal to 95 degree. This is our first angle, angle ADB. You can write ADB or BDA, both are same. ADB or BDA, both are same angle. So this is our first answer. Okay. Similarly, if you apply the angle sum property in triangle ADC, then you can get the value of angle ADC. You will find out yourself. I am just writing the answer. Angle ADC, its value will come out to be 85 degree. Okay, you will calculate it yourself. So this is very simple question, note it down. So as I already told you, the questions of calculation, whenever you have to find the angles, then these are very simple questions. But if you have to prove something, then that will be little bit not difficult, but you have to understand it very well so that you can solve the problems based on proving. Okay, because in class 9, most of the chapters are related to proving of things. In triangle, circle, all the chapters are related to proving. Quadrilateral, in all these chapters you have to prove the questions. That is more important. So let us solve another question. Now we are given a triangle ABC. Draw the figure. It is triangle ABC and this angle is given 90 degree. Angle A is 90 degree. So first note down the question. In triangle ABC, angle A is equal to 90 degree and AL is perpendicular. AL is drawn perpendicular. AL is drawn perpendicular to BC. Then prove that angle BAL, it is equal to angle ACB. Okay, this is our question. We have given a triangle ABC in which angle A is equal to 90 degree and AL is drawn perpendicular on BC. So first let us draw the perpendicular AL. So suppose this is our AL, this is perpendicular on BC. Then we have to prove angle BAL is equal to angle ACB. Okay, what is angle BAL? This is angle BAL is equal to ACB. So we have to prove these two angles equal. Okay. So let us start. So we have to prove this angle and this angle C. So how can you get this particular angle? This angle is coming in triangle BAL. So first I will use the angle sum property in triangle BAL or ABL because we have to find this angle. Okay, so first I am taking in triangle ABL. Always whenever you have to prove something, then always check what you have to prove and move further with that particular answer because we have to get angle BAL. So we will get angle BAL from triangle ABL. So I am taking in triangle ABL, what is the angle sum property? Put that. So we will get angle B plus angle BAL plus angle BLA. It is equal to 180 degree. This is our angle sum property. Okay. Now this is angle B plus what is the value of angle BAL that we have to prove. So BAL plus angle BLA. This angle is 90 degree. So put it here 90 degree. It is equal to 180 degree. So we can get the value of angle BAL. Angle BL will be equal to 180 minus 90. That will be 90 and take this angle B to the right hand side. So it will be minus angle B. Let us consider it equation number 1. Okay. So we get angle BAL is equal to 90 minus angle B. Okay. Now again another angle which we have to take. This is angle ACB, means this angle C. So now how will you get this angle? You can get this angle from triangle ACL as well as triangle ABC. Now I am taking complete triangle ABC. Okay. So in triangle ABC, what is angle sum property? Angle A plus angle B plus angle ACB. I am writing it as angle ACB because we have to prove in terms of ACB. You can simply write it C also, but I am writing ACB because we have to prove ACB. So angle A plus angle B plus angle ACB, its value will be 180 degree again because of angle sum property. Okay, again putting these values, angle A is 90, so we will get 90 plus angle B plus angle ACB, it is equal to 180 degree, or we can get the value of angle ACB is equal to taking 90 to the right hand side, so it will be 180 minus 90, that will be 90 minus angle B, and this is our equation number 2. Okay, now if we see these two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2, the right hand side of both the equation is same. This is 90 minus angle B and this is also 90 minus angle B. So if we equate these two equations, if the right hand side of two equations is same, then left hand side will also be equal. If left hand side is equal, then right hand side will also be equal. So equating equation 1 and 2, equating equation 1 and 2, we will get angle BAL, it is equal to angle ACB, and this is what we have to prove. So we have proved this statement also. Angle BAL is equal to angle ACB. Okay, so in this way we can solve the proving questions also. These are very simple. You should know the basic concepts only. You have to apply those basic concepts and you will get your answer automatically. So note it down, it is very important. Now we are coming to one of the most important question of triangle, which is asked most of the times in the exams also. That question I am going to tell you. You have given a figure, draw the figure first. A triangle PQR is given. And a bisector of angle P. And a perpendicular. This figure is given. First note down the question. In the given figure, PS is bisector. PS is bisector of angle P and PT is perpendicular on QR. Okay, these two things are given. Triangle PQR is given. PS is the bisector of angle P and PT is drawn perpendicular to QR. Okay, this much is given. Then we have to prove that angle TPS means this angle, this particular angle TPS, it is equal to half of angle Q minus angle R. Okay, this is the question now which we have to prove. Angle TPS is equal to half of Q minus R. Okay, this is very important question. It is generally asked in the exams also, and most of the times it is asked. So let us solve this question. How will you solve it? So let us start the proving. The first thing which is given, PS is the bisector of angle P. It means this angle, means angle SPR. and this angle, this complete angle, what is the name of this angle? Angle QPS. These two angles will be equal. Why? Because PS is the bisector of angle P. So first, what is given, we have to write in the form of mathematical equation. So what is this term? It will be angle QPS is equal to angle RPS. Since PS is bisector, of angle P. So first we have written this statement, angle QPS is equal to angle RPS. Okay. Now what next we can do? We have to get angle Q, this angle Q and angle R. These two angles we have to get, and the difference of these two angles we have to obtain in the proof. So I already told you, whenever you have to prove the question, you will move in such a way that the answer which you have to find out, so you have to obtain that particular answer. So how can you get angle Q? If we consider triangle PQT and apply angle sum property in triangle PQT. So let us take in triangle PQT. What will be the angle sum property? It will be angle Q plus angle PTQ plus angle QPT is equal to 180 degree. This angle plus this angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degree, and this angle is 90 degree because we have given it is perpendicular. So angle PTQ, this angle PTQ will be 90 degree. So we will get angle Q plus 90 plus angle QPT is equal to 180 degree. Okay. So if we take 90 to the right hand side, it will be 90. So what equation we will get? We will get angle Q is equal to 180 minus 90, that will be 90 minus angle QPT. Let us take it as equation number 1 because we have to find angle Q. So we have find out angle Q is equal to 90 minus angle QPT. This is our first equation. Okay. So this is our first equation. Angle Q is equal to 90 minus angle QPT. Now second, we have to get angle R. So for angle R, we will take triangle PTR, right angle triangle again. So again in triangle PTR, what we will get? We will get angle R plus angle RPT plus angle RTP is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. You will write it here, angle sum property, and this is also angle sum property. Okay, you have to mention it. Now, by putting this value, angle R plus angle RPT, we will write as it is, plus angle RPT plus angle RTP. It is 90 degree. So putting it 90 degree, it will be equal to 180 degree. So we can get the value of angle R is equal to 90 minus angle RPT, and consider it as equation number 2. Because we have to get angle R also, so we have obtained angle R. So we get the value of angle Q and the value of angle R. Okay. So this is 90 minus QPT and 90 minus RPT. Now what next we can do? Since in the answer we have to get angle Q minus angle R. It means the difference, the subtraction of R from Q. So how can you get Q minus R? If we subtract equation 2 from equation 1, then it will be angle Q minus angle R. So now I am going to subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So if you will subtract equation 2 from equation 1, then we will get angle Q minus angle R. Q minus R on the left hand side. It will be equal to 90 minus angle QPT in the first bracket minus this term 90, use the bracket, 90 minus angle RPT. Okay. So now what we will get? In the left hand side it is angle Q minus angle R, and in the right hand side it is 90 minus angle QPT minus 90 plus, it will be minus plus angle RPT. Okay. So we get the value of angle Q minus angle R. So this 90 and 90 will be cancelled out. So we will get angle Q minus angle R is equal to, first use the positive sign term, so it will be angle RPT minus angle QPT. Okay, so we get angle Q minus angle R, and this, the value of angle Q minus angle R is this particular value. Now we have to convert this value in terms of angle TPS. Okay, now looking at this particular term, what is angle RPT? RPT means this complete angle. This is angle RPT. Okay, and what is QPT? QPT is this angle. But we have to convert it in terms of TPS. So how can we convert these two terms in terms of TPS? How can we convert it? That is the most important thing. How will you convert these two terms in terms of TPS? Now looking at this RPT, this is angle RPT, this complete angle. RPT can be written as RPS. This angle can be obtained by this angle plus this angle. Look at the figure very carefully. Angle RPT, this is angle RPT. It can be written as angle RPS, this angle, plus angle SPT means this angle. So at the place of RPT, we can write angle RPS plus angle TPS. RPS, this angle, plus angle TPS, this angle. By adding these two angles, we will get angle RPT. So at the place of RPT, I have written angle RPS plus TPS. Okay. Now, at the place of QPT, we have to obtain QPT because we have to get the answer in terms of TPS. Here it is TPS. That's why I am converting it in terms of TPS. Okay. Now, in angle QPT is this QPT. So this is angle QPT. This can be written in terms of angle TPS. How? You can write it as this complete angle, that is angle QPS, minus angle TPS. If you subtract angle TPS from this angle up to this is complete angle QPS. If you subtract from QPS this angle TPS, then you will get this angle QPT. So at the place of QPT, I am writing angle QPS minus angle TPS. Okay, look at the figure very carefully so then you can understand it. So at the place of QPT, this is angle QPT, this much only, this angle QPT. So I am converting it in terms of TPS. So I am using angle QPS, complete angle up to S, and I am subtracting angle TPS, this middle angle. So we will get this angle QPT. So at the place of QPT, I have written angle QPS minus angle TPS. Now opening the bracket, we will get angle RPS plus angle TPS minus angle QPS plus angle TPS. Minus will be plus. And it is the value of angle, this is angle Q minus angle R. Now if we look at this term, angle RPS and angle QPS, the first statement, angle QPS is equal to angle RPS. These two angles are equal. It means these two will be cancelled out because RPS and QPS are equal from first equation. So they will be cancelled out. So we get angle Q minus angle R is equal to angle TPS plus angle TPS. So it will be equal to twice of angle TPS. Or if we divide 2 in the left hand side, so we will get half angle Q minus angle R is equal to angle TPS. And this is what we have to prove. So we have proved this particular question also. Okay, so it is very important question. Note it down. So this was very important question. Hope you all have understood it. Now let us solve one more question. Question is, if each angle of a triangle is less than the sum of other two angles. If each angle of a triangle is less than the sum of other two angles, then show that triangle is acute angled. Okay, so this is the question. If each angle of a triangle is less than the sum of other two angles, then show that the triangle is acute angled. So we all know what is acute angle triangle. If in a triangle all the angles are less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree, then the triangle is called acute angle triangle. Okay, so for that, let us start proving. Let us consider a simple triangle. This is suppose triangle ABC. This is acute angle triangle. All the angles are less than 90 degree. So what the condition is given? We have given if each angle of a triangle is less than the sum of other two triangles. So first I am using the condition. What is the condition? Let us consider the first angle is angle A. So the condition is given if each angle means if we are considering angle A, then it will be less than. It is less than the sum of other two angles. It means angle A is less than angle B plus angle C. And this is given to us. Okay, I am just taking only one angle. We will solve for other also. So I am taking angle A. So if each angle A is less than the sum of other two angles, it means angle A will be less than angle B plus angle C. Okay, now what we have to prove? We have to show that the triangle is acute angle triangle. So what can we do here? Now if we add angle A to both the sides, because we know the angle sum property, the sum of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So if we get on the right hand side angle B plus C is given, if we get angle A also, then its value will be 180 degree. So what I am doing? Add angle A to both sides. Add angle A to both sides. So we will get angle A plus angle A. It is less than angle B plus angle C plus angle A. Now what is the value of angle B plus angle C plus angle A? Its value is 180 degree. So we will get twice of angle A is less than 180 degree. You will write here by angle sum property. By angle sum property. So its value will be less than 180 degree. So if we divide this side, we will get angle A is less than 90 degree. Similarly we can write angle B will be less than 90 degree and angle C will also be less than 90 degree. Hence we can say the triangle is acute angled triangle. Understood? So very simple question. The condition which is given, we have used that condition only. Angle A less than B plus C. We have added angle A to both the side. We get angle A less than 90. Similarly, we can prove for B and C. You need not to prove for B and C. You can write similarly. Angle B less than 90 and angle C less than 90. Hence, the triangle will be acute angle triangle. Now let us start the exterior angle properties of triangle. So first let us understand what are exterior angles of a triangle. What are exterior angles of a triangle? So let us suppose we have given a triangle ABC. This is triangle ABC. So what is exterior angle of a triangle? If we extend any side of a triangle, any side, there are three sides AB, BC and AC. If we extend any one side of a triangle, suppose we are extending BC, we extend BC up to point D, then this particular angle, this angle formed is called exterior angle. Okay, similarly, if we extend side AC, if we extend this side AC, then this angle will be formed. This angle will be called as exterior angle. So what is exterior angle? Whenever we extend any one side of a triangle, then the angle formed by that side and the other side, that angle is called exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, so how many exterior angles can be formed in a triangle? So there are these two angles by extending these two sides. Similarly, if we extend side AB, this side, if we extend this side, so we will get this exterior angle. If we extend this side, so we will get this exterior angle. Similarly, if we extend CA, so we will get this as our exterior angle, and if we extend BA, then we will get this angle as the exterior angle. It means by extending three sides of a triangle, we can get 6 exterior angles. Okay, by extending side BC, if we extend BC to the right side, we are getting this angle. If we extend BC to the left side, we are getting this angle. Okay, by extending BC, we are getting these two angles. By extending AB, we are getting these two angles. First angle is this angle and second angle is this angle. Okay, similarly, by extending AC, we are getting this one angle and another is this one. So whenever we extend any side of a triangle, then the angle formed by the extended side and the other side, that angle is called exterior angle of a triangle. Now, if we take only one exterior angle, because we have to understand exterior angle property, so let us consider, suppose this is our triangle ABC and we extend side BC, then this one is our exterior angle. This is exterior angle. Now what are the interior opposite angles? Now I am talking about interior opposite angles. So this is exterior angle. So what are interior opposite angles? So the angle respective to the exterior angle, this is interior angle. With respect to this exterior angle, this is our interior angle. But we are talking about interior opposite angle. So now opposite to this angle, there are two angles, angle A and angle B. So if we are considering this angle as the exterior angle, then the angle, or we can say the linear pair of this angle will be the interior angle. But it will not be interior opposite angle. What will be the interior opposite angle? The angle opposite to this interior angle. So the angle opposite to this interior angles are this angle A and we can consider angle B. So angle A and angle B are interior opposite angle in this particular case. Clear? So what are interior opposite angles? The angles which are opposite to the interior angle with respect to a given exterior angles. We have given this exterior angle, so with respect to this exterior angle, this is interior angle, and the angle opposite to this particular interior angles, these two angles will be called as interior opposite angles. Okay, so now let us start the exterior angle property of a triangle. This is our next theorem, which is called exterior angle theorem, and it is also known as exterior angle property. So what is this theorem? Note down the statement. The statement is, if a side of a triangle if a side of a triangle is produced then exterior angle so formed is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Okay, so this is our exterior angle theorem. If a side of a triangle is produced, then exterior angle so formed is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So let us draw the figure first. Suppose we have given this triangle ABC, in which side BC is produced. This is triangle ABC and side BC is produced up to point D. So what we have to prove? This is our exterior angle. So we have to prove this angle will be equal to sum of these two interior opposite angles. So first we will write given. What is given to us? Given a triangle ABC, side BC is produced to D. What we have to prove? We have to prove this exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles, means angle ACD will be equal to angle A plus angle B. This thing we have to prove. Okay, we have already discussed about what is exterior angle and what are interior opposite angles. Now this is our theorem. Exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So we are going to start the proof. Okay, let us start the proving. So how can you prove it? First we consider this triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, if we apply angle sum property, then what will be its angle A plus angle B plus angle ACB. I am writing it as angle ACB because there are two angles, exterior and interior. That's why I am taking an angle ACB. So angle A plus angle B plus angle ACB, its value will be equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. Okay. So this is our equation number 1. Let us consider as equation number 1. Now if we take this line BD, then these two angles are linear pair of angles. So we can take another statement, angle ACB plus angle ACD, it will be equal to 180 degree because they are linear pair of angles. So this is our equation number 2. So we got two equations, and in both the equations right hand side is same. This is also 180 degree, it is also 180 degree. If right hand sides are equal, then left hand side should also be equal. Okay. So if we equating equation 1 and 2, since the right hand sides are equal, so left hand side should also be equal. So we will get angle A plus angle B plus angle ACB is equal to angle ACB plus angle ACD. Now this ACB and ACB will be cancelled out. So we will get angle A plus angle B, it is equal to angle ACD, and this is what we have to prove. Angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B. So we have proved this statement. Angle ACD is exterior angle. Angle A and angle B are interior opposite angles with respect to this exterior angle. Interior opposite angles will also change. They will always change with respect to exterior angle. So with respect to this exterior angle, these angles, interior opposite angles are A and B. If we extend the side, this side extend, then these two angles will be interior opposite angles. So it will depend on the condition where the exterior angle is taken. Okay, so this is our theorem. The exterior angle is always equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So note it down. So today we have discussed the questions based on triangles, the properties, angle sum properties, bisectors, we have discussed some of the important questions, and we have started the exterior angle property of the triangle. Now in the next video, we will solve the questions based on this particular property of triangle. Okay, till then you have to practice all the previous basic concepts of lines, angles and triangles. Okay, so from the next video, we are going to start the questions based on exterior angle theorem of the triangle.